What up, though? Hey. Da-da.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
What's going on, y'all?
What
Welcome
up,
to
though? What up, though?
the second season, first episode of Crucial Convos. I am your girl, F.L.O.R.
This is I, Emery.
We did it!
You say season 2?
Season 2.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
We in this thing.
We in here.
Yes, sir.
How happy we is, like, for real. Like, the definition of struggle is what y'all looking at right here between here and now. Survival. How about that?
Facts.
Survival. The definition.
And we good.
But we did it.
And we did. You did.
I mean, you know.
You did. You the man. The woman.
I mean, yeah.
You did your thing, girl. I wouldn't expect nothing less, though.
You know, but, you know, I just kind of, you remember when I was talking to you earlier, and I really just kind of feel the need to celebrate on a different level.
Okay. All right.
Like,
All right, here it go.
I'm just so proud of what we've done, and I really want to get silly.
All right.
Like, y'all, I need y'all to join us, Emery, because you gotta get silly with me.
Let's do it.
You gotta get silly with me. So, y'all ready?
Ready.
Hey.
Oh, wait. Oh.
Hey.
I'm winning. Hey. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. I appreciate y'all. What's up,
What's
Harry?
up, everybody?
What's up, Kia? What's up, Corliss?
What's up, Corliss?
Y'all? What's up,
Hey, Kenya? Chrissy, you still on there? Hey, now.
So, we're gonna go ahead and hop on into it.
Yes.
Hop on into it.
The topic: who does he love more? The one he's honest with, or the one he lies to? You know, I gotta be honest. They both make sense to me. I've polled a lot of people, gotten back a lot of different answers. Some people change it. He don't love neither one of them. They go to that or whatever. It's just, I think they both make sense when it comes to love. I'm responding to the question. I think people see that and they respond as if they're the victim of being lied to.
The emotions.
Or the one he's being honest with. You know what I'm saying? I think people answer in that way and not in the other way, like they're the culprit. They're the ones lying to the person or being honest with the person. I really feel like you really got to put yourself in those shoes to really say, especially if you haven't, to be able to answer it. I do feel like you need to at least kind of consider the person saying it and what would come with, what kind of emotions would come with that. Because both of them, to me, really make sense. If he's lying, like, and I don't want to jump too fast, but if he's lying, it's most likely to protect her. I know that sucks and the logic is not good, but I've done this before. And it's a weird concept, but I was really trying to protect my girl from knowing what was up. You know, I know in a backhand way it was protecting me as well because I didn't want to lose her. Oh, Nikki, not yet. No, you triggered already. No. Yeah, it's just we lie. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to get into that part later because we lie. I need us to all be able to admit that as adults that we lie. I know we don't want to, but we'll talk about it later. Mm-hmm. So if he's lying to her, he's protecting her. One of the main reasons, in my opinion, that we lie is because we're afraid of the consequences of telling the truth. Mm-hmm. Right? I say that all the time. I really, truly believe that. But there is another portion, like the lies we tell our kids about Santa, those who did that, who did Santa or the Tooth Fairy, or about Granny who died or who's sick and dying, or about whatever. There's a million reasons that we, is to protect them. Even though it really doesn't, I think that's the mindset. So he loves her because he's trying to protect her. That's my opening spiel.
Okay. So for me, this has been a battle all week because, it can make sense, but it don't make sense because if you're lying to her because you love her,
I know. Go ahead.
Ultimately, at the end of the day, when it all comes out, she's gonna be destroyed, devastated. Oh my God. Oh, I'm dead, like dying.
Absolutely.
So the one who knows the truth is more than likely going to try to make sure the one who don't know, which is wifey, main chick,
wifey, yeah.
Make sure she knows.
Yeah.
So it's like, is the risk really worth it?
Yes.
But why though?
Okay, so we're gonna have to get straight up. I don't want to listen in these little comments. Don't y'all crucify me tonight. Not tonight.
Look, Denise said the same thing. The lie will
come out. I know. Okay, so
trust this guy.
So you lie because you want that. You want it. Like this is not the best way of doing things. I can just identify with it on both ends. I've been doing that way as well.
These are answers that we've been seeking for a very, very long time. So we're sitting patiently waiting for you to explain why men are so cockamamie stupid.
Because we want that thing.
So it's all to the cooter?
What? Okay. A lot of men are not good communicators. Okay? Y'all say you know it, but that doesn't rattle around in your brain when you're determining what his punishment should be for whatever's going on. It never happens. I need y'all to really understand that, women. Okay, it's the same screen, but I'm up there. Y'all never put that in your brain when you're rattling around what should happen. Okay? Doesn't give them a pass at all. But this is really what it is. A lot of men are not good communicators. A lot of men really, really want that thing. Y'all have really made it easier to lie to y'all than to be honest. Because y'all are all say, if you just want it, just say that. They'd be like, well, we just want it. Then y'all be like, nah. So to get what we want, a lot of men will lie. And that's just really pretty much how I go.
So Nikki said he's lying because he's a liar and don't care about nobody but himself.
See what I'm saying? That's the usual response. That everybody will amen.
I mean, but ultimately it's like, all right, okay. All right.
Yeah, come on with it.
All right. So typically, if you got a chick that's down for you, right? And you're worried about losing her, it just seems like you'll be more honest and upfront to just have the conversation generally, right? You ain't even got to be doing nothing at that particular moment, but just have a conversation generally. And it seems like you would try to figure out where she stands.
So are we okay? We gonna have a real conversation though, right?
Sure, of course.
Like for real, because that is a load of malarkey towards him. To your statements, okay? He knows his girl. There's no way you're bringing that to her. In general or no other, I'm not, again, because I know if I talk too much about it and not put these disclaimers on, I'm going to be looked at a little different. I'm not saying this is the right way to go. It's not. But this is what it is. If he's lying to his girl, it's because he can't have a conversation. She ain't one of them. It would be smarter to do a bunch of stuff. Either leave, stop messing with the other chick, everything. Those are better options. But if he's choosing that 9 times out of 10, it's because he can't talk to her about that. There's no way. But y'all know that though. We know. I know you. I can't ask for a pair of J's.
But that's the thing though. I feel like every woman, just like every man, is kind of punished for what went on in the past, right?
Yeah.
So because you dealt with a chick that couldn't handle it, or because you've seen multiple chicks that couldn't handle it, right? Most guys, no, for real, most guys, then they instantly go to, oh, she ain't gonna be able to take it. She ain't gonna be able to take it, right?
Misha.
If she ain't gonna be able to take the truth, what the hell make you think she gonna be able to handle it once this lie and all of this blow up?
I know. I'm not. Again, this is not the best way to do it. It's not always. What woman that has a main guy would be okay with him stepping out? Very few. Let me just, I know some people in there be like, oh, I would. I know. But very few on the planet. And for a lot of guys, again, we're not good communicators. It's easier to manipulate and lie to get what you want than it is, for some men at least, to be honest. Because she's not taking it. There's no scenario where most women would be even okay. Because now, if you even put that thought in her brain and you have any kind of women friends, her mind's going towards that. Like, wait a minute, how close is he with this one? I've always noticed she smiled a little extra. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. We don't want none of it. So what we'll do, we'll lie. Now, mind you, we haven't gotten to the honest part. There's a whole thing for that too. But we're talking about the lying.
Because this so funny. The comment that
what they say.
I just saw.
What is that?
I'm an honest hoe.
Chrissy, I know that's Chrissy.
I'm a, like period. Like, all right. So, is there really any true honesty in this situation?
If he's not for the one that he's lying to, no, because she's getting the lies.
So when he tell the side chick that I love you, he really mean I love you?
He may. That may not. Everything's not. I know it's the easiest way that we can conceive it all. If you lied about one thing, everything is lied. Right. That's not always true.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like the depending on their relationship, it could be some real love there. Because 9 times, another big reason why men step out is because they're not getting treated like they feel like they should at the crib. Now that's another week's conversation.
I'm so happy you fixed that.
That's another week's conversation. But I'm saying there is a reason why he's stepping out. Now there is some of us, some men are just dogs and they're gonna do it. Everybody ain't. I promise y'all, as much as you want to say it, everybody's not. A lot of men get driven to that. Okay, because the woman won't put out, or she'll make sex condition based. Mm-hmm. And if he's ever done something, that's in the back of her mind. And so, you know what I'm saying? But it's like at the end of the day, what's going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to end up on it. So we'll lie. I'm telling you, it's not the cool thing to do. But we lie to the one that we care about. But we're also honest to the one we care about. We can get to that in a second.
All right. So, well, when I've cheated in the past, I lied because I was selfish and didn't want to leave my dude because he was a really good dude. But I lied to my main dude because I started cheating with my ex. I was still in love with my ex and I was honest with him, but I lied to my man. Sheesh.
All right.
Um, Nikki said, not true. I only get upset because you won't talk to me.
Nikki, we're not starting this. You're not talking to me specifically. I know your stuff. I don't. Again, if that's your man, he'll know what kind of conversations he can have with you. I know we want to still just bring it to me anyway. That would be the ideal way, I swear to you. But I'm just
It just seemed like it would be easier.
well because see, and then also huh?
I said, but I'm also speaking for myself, though.
Well, that's true. But y'all are also speaking like you're the victims in this, and not like you're the person that does this. Kia just got on and showed y'all it's not just men that do this.
Well, oh no, Chrissy said it too. She said we ain't gonna sit here and act like women don't lie. I just didn't highlight.
Okay, yeah, but that's
I agree.
because that's like if we really, I really believe that most of us look at these types of questions in the manner of like we're the victim, like how we would feel if it happened to us, and not like how you would feel if you were the one doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think to be fair and to have as least emotion in the response as possible, you have to consider both. You know what I'm saying? Because it happens. This ain't the first time it's happened. It's way back in the Bible days. Who was that? Was that David? King David, he wanted this chick who he saw taking a bath. Right? So he was like, yo, have her come here. She was like, oh God. They get over there, they have sex, she get pregnant. Her husband's off in the war. So she get pregnant, the King David sent for him, like bring him on. Hoping he was gonna come home and sleep with his wife. He stayed outside the castle, like my homie's out there fighting and dying. There's no way I'm finna go have fun and whatever. King David had the nigga killed. So to put him up in the front of the war on purpose, right? Lying. Rather than, you know what I'm saying? Like for the thing. This is not a whole you know, we're so devastated every time it happens as if it doesn't happen regularly. Not to say that it should be cool, but our responses don't really match, or it doesn't say that we've ever learned anything. Because it seems like to us, it's just better. You know what? I'm just off of me, and you know what? I'm just going da 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 versus handling the issue.
What the issue really is.
Because that's what I'm saying. Even about lying, we lie. Everybody on this page lies, some way or another.
Denise said, what did your guy friends say when you posed this question to them?
Both. I had both sides. They were saying he cares more about the one that he's lying to than that. Some said he cares more about the one that he's being honest to. Then I also had a few who was like, it's got nothing to do with love. Him lying is he's a POS type of thing. You know what I'm saying? So I had the full spectrum. The girls though was mainly against the lying part. Because again, I really feel like y'all saw it as because something similar has happened, or you're putting yourself in the shoes of the victim, which might be something regular that y'all do. Ooh wee.
Well, I mean, if you've been through it, then you can't help but, convert back to what you felt at that time of going through it,
Yeah, that's true.
And I think those are triggers.
Yeah.
Kate says, so do you just stick with the lie until there's no way to deny it?
You know what? I can't. I'm going to come clean. I'm that. I'm an old, honest young man, not like my sister. Hallelujah. I wouldn't be able to, but I've lied and lied until I got caught up plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? I've definitely got caught up because I kept lying. Saw some good opportunities, just going to break the ice and didn't do it. You know, once you start, you know what I'm saying? You know how it is. That's why it's just better not to lie. I just stay away from it. I gotta,
Go ahead.
I gotta understand the difference of not being able to handle the truth and being hurt by it. Just the truth doesn't always feel good, and yes, I may cry and ask questions. It doesn't mean I can't handle it. All right. Y'all just don't know, just don't want to deal with the reaction of telling the truth, period. So they equate that to not being able to handle it versus processing and dealing with it. So maybe what we're looking at is different definitions of handling it. Because if you got a million questions and you crying and sad, that means you can't handle it to us. And then it's not like you're going to say yes to it. So that's all those say y'all can't handle it to us. So maybe you should tell me what you mean exactly, Nikki, by handling it.
Or in female terms.
Yes, in female terms. Yeah, because it says, yeah, if you breaking down, you got a million questions, everything is different in the house, you wondering now. That's, to us, it would say that you didn't handle it.
Because men don't do emotions.
Not regularly.
So when you break down, right, for the most part. So when you break down and now you want to ask questions, now that's putting him in a state of feeling like an asshole. And now he got to deal with, okay, I've messed this up. Now I got to figure out how to get out of this. But she finna be mad at me for a while. So I got to kiss her tail for a minute because this is finna be awkward. We don't let it go. Like, that's just something females don't do. We don't let it go. We use it as grenades when we get down and out and we getting whooped. Then we pull that pin and we throw it. That's just what we do. So a lot of times they just be like, I messed up, boom, Hiroshima. And then they walk off because if you're going to cry about it, call your girl and cry about it. Call your mom and cry about it because that's what you do anyway. So that's just typically how I hate when you do that. That's just typically.
I mean, I'm not even trying to be a jerk because I don't do this, but
that's typically
a lot of men do. You know what I'm saying? And y'all deal with them or have dealt with them and don't really. It's almost like okay, I feel like I think we all, men and women, we really want the best, right? But I do feel like in some instances, women at times, a lot of times maybe, but at times, will gauge their response of what things should be and not what they are. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's kind of a tricky concept to really, really get into, but if we, it's like if I'm supposed to be paid $100, they only give me 80. Right? They keep paying me 80, keep paying me 80. But I'm on my end, I'm adding up. Like, y'all done paid me 5 times. I've been missing $20 every time. That's another $100 y'all owe me. You know what I'm saying? When the reality is, this is what you get paid now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's changed somewhere. And if y'all never had the conversation, yes, the stuff's not fair. All of that's true, but that's not enough to, sway the outcome. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is right now. So you can stay, have the conversation, or leave. And I'm talking about at that job. So that's the same applies here in the relationship. Have a conversation, stay or leave. Based off of what things are.
Nikki said, okay, with that being said, who was the one who really can't handle the truth?
She said, who is the one? She want to flip it. We can talk about that in a second too. I don't mind, but I don't want us to just jump just to do the male guy and girl thing. I don't want to just bash one or the other per se, but I don't mind. Y'all do it. That's what I'm saying. Though. Like, if you really look at it in that way, this ain't new. This ain't a new concept. Y'all just can't handle it when the rabbit got the gun.
I mean, honestly,
neither one of us can.
I was just about to say, neither parties can handle it because he don't want to deal with your emotions and you can't handle your emotions. Like, you really couldn't handle the truth because, as Emery said, if you could, you're going to stand there 10 toes down and you're going to be like, all right, hold on. Like, what's this? Your mind may be angry, but it's clear enough for you to be able to maintain those emotions to get out what you need to get out. You'll get more answers if you just stood there and fought those emotions back, because when those tears come, if you're the main chick, or really if you're a chick, period, and that dude got a heart, it's going to break him down knowing that he hurt you. He's the, you know, the core of your hurt. You know what I'm saying?
It
So
will.
Denise said, go ahead.
Maybe it's less of the lie and the point of it being a boy versus how a man would handle it. A man wouldn't need to lie or have to at the same time. Okay. Or have two at the same time. Same for girl for versus woman. Maybe so. I'm not trying to make it so specific though, Denise. I feel your point, you know, because if you're mature, you'll be a man. Immature, you're still a boy. So that fact, absolutely. I just mean the male species per se. Because there are good stand-up men who lie. Like I'm telling you, y'all lie. Denise, you lie. I bet you do. I know that sucks too. I know. I be saying stuff like that. I be like, oh yeah, how you know? Because we do. You know what I'm saying? It's just what happens. Because again, every time it is not to just we're afraid of the consequences. Realistically, sometimes it's to protect. Genuinely, sometimes it's to protect. Be it right or wrong. It's like if your child is not your child your child. Let's just say that. You know, you be meaning well, you mean to tell them and all this other stuff. And then years ago past, now they grown. Look at Denise. I already listen. I'm not studying there. But you know, so years go by. Now the kid grown and they find out. Now they hating on you, and then because you haven't practiced being honest and all that time, now you on the defensive. You mad because they mad at you for lying to them all their life. Well, this is what I had to do. You know, you have to consider why I had to do it.
I never understood that.
So, Vaughn, what's up, girl? I don't like being lied to. Amen. Who does? I do feel that both sides lie because we feel the other side can't handle it. And sometimes it's for the better because we won't see the other person as we do now. Ever again. Now, that's true. But I feel like we need to own up. Amen. So that's the thing. Just, you know, being honest is the better option. There's, you know, that's not a question. You know what I'm saying? It's just that doesn't happen as often as we would love it to. And that's the thing that sucks. Sound like to me the one who's doing the lying is actually the one who can't handle things that comes with telling the truth. Yeah, most likely. That's definitely one perspective. Like, you know, like lying because you're afraid of the consequences of telling the truth. Then there is another aspect of protection that I do believe we all kind of operate in, or that we have done in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like we've all felt the need to not be truthful. Like let me see. Yes, the other night I was with some friends of mine, and this chick that my homeboy knew from way back we was at the same place at the gas station. She hopped out. I mean, she came over there to us and just hopped in his car, right? So you got two options. You can go home and tell your lady about it, or you can lie. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're playing the role as the victim, it's automatic to tell the truth, which it still should be either way. But I know it's automatic if you're looking at it from if I was the girl, if I'm the one they lying to, tell the truth. But if you're the one that some random dude just hopped in, how can you explain that? So you mean to tell me he just got in your car? You just happened to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as true as it is, if you know your lady or your guy, it's not going to fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, we have to be realistic. At some point, because I'm like, we keep going round and round in circles with stuff based off of how we think stuff should be, not for how it is. Like, you need to move differently for how it is.
I think females need to learn how to organize and deal with their pain and their hurt. And by that, I mean, once you've dealt with the past issues, when you see something coming your way, you'll either learn how to duck or you willing to catch it. When he said play the victim, that's it. That's exactly what that is. You've seen him do it 15 times. You thought you was proving somebody wrong because he decided to come back to you.
Ooh, wait. Please say that again and then keep going.
A lot of us females always trying to prove the point. It don't matter what he do with you. He's still coming back home to me. But it do matter what he do to her, because what he doing to her, he gonna bring back to you at the end of the day. But for some reason, y'all don't think about that. Women, females, they don't think about that. They just think of they're winning. But what are you winning? Sharing ain't winning. Sharing is me losing something.
I know that's right. Okay, please.
Be it emotion, be it time, be it money, be it hey. Can I share my popcorn at the movie theater? That's really the only thing I want to share. Hop back into these commentios. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. I think we need to be more mindful of who we decide to connect with.
Ooh-wee.
That's them points that people be trying to prove, in my opinion. You know, I can keep him. He'll be back. Can a man love two women equally for different reasons? I'm sure he lies to both.
I don't think nobody can love nobody equally. If you take out the equally part, I would agree. I don't agree with it, because you can't love anybody equally. And then you even said because it with different whatever reasons.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the same.
Siobhan said that's the whole nother podcast.
What's she talking about? What did Shauna say?
When Shauna said, "Can a man love two women equally for different reasons?"
Oh, yeah. What can you say?
Sometimes you got to pick and choose your battles. Might not even be worth addressing.
Ooh-wee. That's mature, dog. Who can, man, listen. Yeah, that would be the ideal way. You, like you say, pick and choose them. Like if you need to, address it. Whatever it is.
But that's also all in that woman knowing, or that female knowing what she's capable of handling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to stand up with the big dogs if you're not capable of standing up with the big dogs.
Yeah.
Like,
that's true too. Some of them don't, but I think most of them do. Even some of the ones that say they don't, I do believe inside they do, personally, because I believe that's how we were made. We were created to be with somebody. But I do agree. Some women and men don't want to be exclusive. They just want to play the field. So they don't mind either way. They don't mind if you be honest, or they don't mind if you lie, because they don't care. Them the ones that get the most fun if you in that type of lifestyle. So the one he's been honest with thinks she's winning because she knows, that's exactly what it is. Other female is and is okay with being in the side chick. You can have them. Winner. Chicken dinner.
But they be okay with it though.
Yeah.
Like when we was talking about last season about Krishan and how she was okay with the treatment that she was receiving from Blueface just to be with Blueface.
Oh, that one chick, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes. She's shorty, and I think she's like 20, 21 years old, and it really pisses me off, that there is no one strong enough in her life to be like, yo, like, you remember Big Mama? Like, ain't nobody got no big mamas no more. To just grab her and just hold her and let her know, like, you're better than this. Or, so it's like they're okay with receiving scraps just to have something.
Wow.
And what's even worse is that it's not just young girls. It's women in their 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s, and the lesson is never learned. It's just something broken so deep down inside that either they don't know how to fix, don't want to fix, or just okay with, you know what I'm saying, being broken. Like,
yeah. Yeah, so again, the better way to do it would be just to be honest. So let's talk about the honest one.
Right.
Because she weak to me.
Because he let her know.
Because she's dead. She weak. AF. I've done that too. I'm like, oh, you would never be in no way. My lady ain't taking that.
But
so
see,
I don't want her to.
Weird to me.
I know.
Because they keep that one that knows in their back pocket.
That's the gutter. That's the gutter one. My bottom young lady. My bottom babe.
Don't get me started.
But that's why. If you get you one that ain't finna, if you a dog and you get somebody who wants to prove to the world that she can be loyal or that she can have a man because her mom and them told her she wasn't finna be blank, all this other stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? She got her own issues and she come to me and I'm a dog and you want to latch on to me? Latch. Come on.
Right. But I also think that's common. And that's how a lot of people are subjected to domestic violence.
Absolutely.
Because those are the ones that they go for, the insecure, the broken ones, the ones who don't really stand out, or the introverts. You feel what I'm saying? So,
or even the ones that's extroverts, loud, big, and everybody see them, and they really soft as baby lions.
You're right.
We can spot them too.
You're right. You're right. And in case y'all didn't know, lying by omission is still lying.
Hallelujah. I agree. A lie is an attempt to deceive. That's what I've been always taught. Okay. She said, that's true. She did.
I was really finna sing it, but I had to myself.
Yeah, you already started out. Let's sing a little bit. Let me put that on for the last half.
Betty Wright said having a piece of a man is better than having no man. Some people are okay with it. I agree with you both. Like, you're not going to bring me a little bit of nothing just for me to shut up. Like, it's a privilege to be in my presence. Right. Let alone to get into the good shit that I got.
Come on with it now.
I'm just saying. Like.
No, I feel you 100%. I mean, it just makes sense. Nothing else. It just makes sense. But if you're that way, like, that's what I'm, we have to look at it like, I can answer this not being one of those guys and still answer it wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really just answering the question. I'm not saying what's right or it should be. And I think most of our answers are always curved towards what it should be and not just what it is. Yeah, like really just what this is. This thing is crazy. Okay, but I've seen it. All right, we'll have to tell you about all that later.
So
you gonna tell her? You can tell her.
Actually, not a bottom bae. It's actually a bottom bitch, and your bottom bitch is the one that's gonna do whatever. You got a drug run that go, and you don't want to do it. You are gonna send her to do it. You don't want to take that charge. She gonna take it for you. You want somebody whooped? She gonna do it. You want somebody recruited? She gonna do it. She's going to do whatever it is that you need her to do for her to stay within your good graces in your camp. Did I explain it well?
I mean, way better than I could have, because everything I had in my mind had explicatives after explicatives. And I'm really trying my best to be good on this here computer screen. Amen.
That's what a bottom
Yeah.
base. We as a people don't truly know our worth and our birthright. We don't heal ourselves from the trauma.
So that's
Whew.
really where it stems from. Because, like, in order to have a bottom bay, because I'm calling it a bottom bay,
Period.
she got to have horrible stuff that's never been dealt with. For me to get one, I also have to have horrible stuff that's happened to me that I've never gotten over. And so the response, the coping mechanism that comes behind a lot of the trauma is what we kind of become instead of using it for that as a bridge to get you from here to there. We just live there now. You know what I'm saying? It's like the person that who was quiet all her life, she got ran over and beat on. Now she don't know how to shut up at all. Like has no concept of shutting up. Well, that's because this is I'll never be quiet again, and they be amening her until they come to her street, and she still don't know how to shut up. There's a whole spot for shutting up in every relationship. There's a whole spot, you know.
And
That trauma though.
that's Crucial Convos is all about
It
addressing
is.
and helping and healing that trauma. Like that's just what we do. Like that's what we love to do. As crazy as that sound, that's really. But anyway, I just feel like a lot of us feel like shutting up is weak. But what we got to realize is shutting up will really give us a chance to hear what that person is saying. No matter how much you feel like you don't want to. You may hear something you've been yearning to hear if you just shut up. Because a lot of times when we speak,
Wow.
we stop their tongue from expressing their emotions. Because we say things that we don't think could hurt them.
Wow.
On the real. And then the saying, we got two ears and one mouth, that's really, really true. No matter what you say, you've said it a time or two before. But I guarantee you, he hasn't opened up those emotions like you've asked him to before. And when he was about to, you said something like, that's why your mama a bitch, or, just something stupid that we tend to do when we get emotional. So now he like, well, what for? What am I open up for?
It's pointless.
It's pointless. This what she gonna do when I get emotional?
Yeah. Or you weak, or they'll call you weak. It's like they want the nigga that's gonna bop them upside the head, and then they mad whenever he do it. That's the weirdest thing. But oh well, to each their own. Oh, Shay, I know I tried to hit you up in your inbox. But you here, right? That's the thing.
Hey. Nigga said, let me go look in the mirror real quick. I gotta ask a few questions.
This Nikki is a fool, man. She is really a fool, man. That's so funny.
I'm so weak. Oh.
All
right. I've been drinking. All
right.
You real good at deciphering it.
I know I usually am.
Angela, run it back, mama.
Yeah, you don't have to type that again because I don't know what's going on. I feel like I done had 13 shots reading that. What's going on?
Shush.
That's the truth.
Shush. And you might learn something. Your granny done told you that a time or two. She wasn't telling no tale because she had to hush her mouth a time or two too when granddaddy told her to shut the hell up. Okay?
There's a place to shut up. On like both ends. Like there's like if you're an extrovert, you need to shut up. If you're an introvert, you need to talk more. Like just because you've reached a place where this is how I am, like, okay, that don't mean that's what it's supposed to be. You got some. I can't even talk how I want to talk. You got some stuff wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? However good you are, you know what I'm saying? Like if you, we can all say I'm not perfect, right? Everybody will say that, but you will accept. Well, I'm just always gonna have the last word. No, you need to shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like you've ruined relationships. I'll bet my life on it because you didn't know when to shut up. Just shut up. And then introverts, like the video, like so many of us, it's so much easier to go ghost on folks. So much easier. It's easier to be like my cutoff game is 100. You know all that weird stuff. That sound immature to me. To me, I know it's cool. That was that's the new thing to act like that don't let it bother you, but it does.
Right.
A lot of stuff does. Like be straight up, But it's easier to cut people off, and so you cut the next one off. You cut the next one off. Now you 40 plus. And you still don't have none of the things you want. I won't even put no words on it. You don't have the things you want. And you don't know how to shut up. Vice versa for the introvert. You find a bunch of reasons for why it's best to just be quiet. No, speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like however you are, whatever you do, whatever type of personality trait you are, you need to scale back on it or push up. Because nobody's perfect. Unless you're perfect. Nobody's gonna say we perfect.
That was an oxymoron, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Kenya. Yeah. Hey, welcome.
Hey, Kenya.
So
did you hear your nephew? Okay, go ahead.
What happened?
I just told you he was gonna do some things, and he did some things.
For sure, but I mean,
yeah.
I like.
Sorry, y'all. We get a little random here and there. Inside jokes. No, but Angela, you gotta put your thing back. Type it again.
Yeah, we really okay.
But say what you was gonna say. Oh, that's when. Yeah, that threw me off. That's when we create different versions of ourselves to deal with the trauma. Yes, that we don't want to face.
Okay, so I'm happy you said that. So, but when you create those different versions of yourself, you lose yourself.
God, we need a little offering bucket to pass. Commissioner said 3 strong things this evening that have made me rethink all kind of stuff.
Not all kinds of stuff. I mean, because now you're acting in survival mode. And you don't remember what reality is. So you just going and going like the Energizer Bunny, and then they wonder why nervous breakdowns come.
Or the anxiety. Everybody get anxiety now.
Or the depression that you cannot control or come back from. You understand what I'm saying?
Good God.
So at some point, you're going to have to sit your ass down, and you're going to have to cry to the point to where you can't breathe. And if you need to cry after that, continue. Remember, got this thing where he says, and it's absolutely true, when you get done crying, you feel like you're healed. When in fact, you do exactly what she just said. You're playing a different version of yourself. And that's the survival you. Instead of sitting in the bullshit that you've just been exposed to. Life is hard. Nobody said life was going to be easy.
I know. I don't know where the mindset comes from. Where people think it is or it should. I don't know where that comes from.
No,
it's not easy.
And just because you ain't walked through the tracks that I walked through don't mean your story ain't powerful. Everybody's surviving testimony is powerful, no matter what trenches you've been through. Because that next person probably didn't go through those trenches, but you can stand up once they do, or if they do, and be like, you know what? This is how I made it over.
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
let me find out I've been the bottom, babe, and didn't know it. Listen, we can even talk offline. I'm sure you've been. She's that, but she's a good girl though. But I'm sure she may have been and didn't realize.
All of us, every female has been a bottom bae.
Facts.
They
Do
probably
whatever
ain't
it
been it
takes.
to extreme extent,
But that guy probably didn't go to extremes.
but
Had he been that, you would have done that. You know? Yeah. For the wrong one. Yeah.
the real you will never heal. We have to face the situation head on.
Wow. Oh man, I hate to
Especially
hear
if you
that.
never sit in it to address it.
But she said never heal. And you think about it. None of us are.
No.
So do we ever really heal?
No, mind you, think about individuals that's done lost somebody so close and significant. I.e., you'll never heal from that. You've learned how to go through your everyday.
Yeah. Fact.
Individuals that's done lost their children, they will never how can you?
Man,
You just
that just kind of
learn
got me
to
sad a little
walk
bit. I don't even want to think
every
about it.
day. Like for real. Like
No, for real.
some things you will never ever. And that's what people fail to realize. So when he say you stop crying and you think you're healed, if you need to go the next day, let him flow. If it need to flow for a month,
Oh, I do say that. Yeah.
like
Yep.
you can't stop crying and think everything is a-okay. Oh, I'm better. I'm good. I've sucked it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Fake.
Now
Fake
you beat
news.
your kids. Now you cussing everybody out on the job. But you healed though. You better.
You finna quit your fourth church in 3 years, but you heal.
You and your mama can't reconcile at all. But you healed though.
Shit.
I'm just
No,
saying.
that's real. It's 100% real.
We just learn
How
how
to cope. And that's where we get messed up, though, kid. I agree 100%. I say that all the time. Like, we use what's supposed to help. I believe, I haven't read this, but I really believe that coping mechanisms are supposed to get you from devastation to okay. And then you start the process, start the work, and then you get back. But after, like I always say also, once we stop crying,
we done
and your
doing
girl is like, girl, don't you let that situation get you down. You are the head and not the tip. Do all the affirmation and speaking and stuff. Whole time she over there still dying, trying to front in front of y'all. Or he's fronting so hard in front of his peeps that he's dying on the inside. And he's steadily losing out. It's horrible. Don't feel bad, Nikki.
She's so funny.
This is good. Yeah, but Kenyon said the same thing. I think we end up coping. And that's, man, you think about that, is horrible. Never really heal because you are forever evolving. I would hate for that to be true. Well, for that to be the reason why it's true. Because we evolving. But it's, like I said, I'm just realizing a lot of stuff here. I didn't put your cash app on this thing. I'm going to give you some money later. I'm going to run you a little bit of offer tonight.
I mean, it's just the reality of what life is. And a lot of people kind of make it, a little bit more difficult instead of just looking at it head on for what it is.
What it is, right.
I just look at things in a totally different perspective. I've become so numb to death because I lost, I think, 4 or 5 uncles within the span of 8 months. And I'm talking about these are uncles, like great uncles. I only had one uncle, from my mom. I lost him. And then I lost 4 great uncles. You know what I'm saying? So within that, I don't do funerals. I just don't. That's not my judge at all. I'm one to throw a celebration, a memorial, let's party. How this person get, that's me. Anytime you. So I've become so numb to it, and I know that it's also my grieving process. Can I talk about it? Of course. But do I want to be head center on with it? Like, not really. Like, because the person is going to think I'm insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Because I've mentally and emotionally checked out when it comes to the, I call myself healing. Let's say that. I'm trying.
Facts. Everybody says that. I agree with that.
I'm trying. But as M said earlier, I have those days that just breaks me down to the point of WTF. You know, and I can definitely say that I'm coping.
Yeah, man. When you look at it now, I'm telling you, I need to reevaluate all of everything. You know what I'm saying? Just hearing Kenya, who was that? Who said that? Kenya said that we don't be healed.
I think so.
The other Kenya.
Either Kenya or Shay.
Shay said it too, I think. No, Shay said she's been seen. Either way,
Kenya.
it was Kenya.
The real you will never heal. We have to face the situation head on.
Yeah. And that's what's crazy because I've always, my advice, you know what, I don't know if it's been kind of productive though, but I always look at stuff like we can. But I don't know nobody who is. God.
No one
Right,
said alcoholic beverage listening to this. Sheesh.
Oh, y'all might as well get everything right.
Like let us know.
Oh, this is the first one. This ain't even, this is like the scratch the surface one because we've been off for a couple weeks.
Y'all see the title, right? Like our name, like we are crucial convos. We dig deep. Like we touch on the stuff that people don't want to talk about. And again, we love it. We do, because y'all would be amazed how many people like contact us, you know, and really just be like, appreciate that, needed that, you know, thanks for hitting on that. Most people don't talk about that. Nikki, what you drinking, girl? What you got, girl?
So listen, everybody on here, I would love for everybody to take a couple seconds, if you can, grab your phones or your devices and share this podcast right now. Let's just take a couple seconds and make sure that we are sharing this to everybody. Invite your people, and then even after we're done, share it again. These conversations, even if it's not, so there will be some weeks where it's not even for you at all. You know? And that's fine too, but somebody on your timeline may need it. So let's start that right now, if you could. And then after you share, could you please say, yes, I did a check mark or something. Say something, or I'm going to kick you off.
Once you share it, put a heart in the comments.
All right, that sounds better than what I just said. All right.
Hey.
Corona. Are you rapping now, Denise? What's really going on?
Yo, leave Denise alone.
Thank you so much, Kenya.
I think a person can truly heal, but it is real work and things change afterwards. Your vibes on a different, you vibe on a different vibration. That's what I think.
Man, but do you know anybody, Angela, who is healed?
Thank you, Kenya. Thank you, Shay. Thank you, Paris.
Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. That's my thing. I'm thinking about it from in terms of, yes, we should be able to. That's how I talk. I talk like you can do it. Jesus Christ.
Because I can tell you, Angela.
And also like this video, guys.
Losing my uncle, I will never heal from that. I can verbally tell you that. Never. That's a hole in my heart that will never, ever be able to be filled until I see him again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing work every day to get up and to go and to do what I want to do as far as my dream that he knew I wanted to do. So every day that I get up is to prove to him that I told you I wanted to do this. And I'm going to do this to make you proud. Because I knew if you was here, you was going to make sure I done this. Right. But I will go to see God still where he at. Where he at. You know what I'm saying? Like down here, I never will. I'm just being honest.
You know, I'm thinking about this though. I'm serious, y'all, because if you think about it, you may even heal from a situation, but totality of the situations. So maybe we need to redefine what healed look like.
Oh, so that's funny. You just said that because look what Shay said.
That's what I'm saying. Because, like, I think for me, this is at the moment. No other thoughts about this until right now. Healed looks like someone who can manage their emotions well. That might be it.
When the
for right
thought,
now.
when the conversation, when pictures, videos, like when you see that individual, when you can look at that piece and just, you know, kind of chuckle, if you will, and reminisce, but you still stay whole. I agree.
Or those triggers aren't triggers anymore.
I agree. But that I agree.
You know, because after someone first passes away and you almost call them by accident, you're crying. There's nothing you can do, right? But the 15th time you call them by accident, damn.
See?
That 15th or so time, you're not crying no more. You know what I'm saying? So what was a trigger isn't anymore. So I don't know. I don't think, but like again, in totality, being healed from my daddy past, I don't. Maybe though, you know what I'm saying. Maybe I'll just have to be older. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it. I don't see it at all. And I think I'm pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pretty decent.
But I just feel like your triggers probably come a little bit few and far in between at this point, if that makes sense.
They do.
Like it's not as frequent as it was in the beginning, because you always be like, you know, it's been 6 years, as if in your heart you feel like it was yesterday.
Facts.
But the reality of it is,
it's been so long. Which, longer. Yeah. So wow, though, Kenya, get off my stuff, girl. You gonna kick her out? How can we kick people out?
No, we ain't kicking Kenya out. That was good. We needed that.
No, that was too good.
That was good. Good. Shay said that's not healed. That's masking.
What part's not?
When you no longer cry at the thought or the picture or what we just said. When you can talk about them and not necessarily get triggered.
If that's what you're saying, girl, I don't think.
Let me know if I'm right or wrong, Shay.
Right. Let's just make sure. Cause what's up, Nee? You on there too?
Managing your emotions, I look at that as coping.
How so, Kia? Can you explain a little more? It's all in the mindset of the person per the situation. Healing takes time, work, and patience. Yeah, man, I think so. I don't know how long you've been on here, bro. Kenya said above, nobody ever really heals, and it just kind of told me up. I've heard that.
She said the real you, because we were saying that individuals, put themselves in different personas, like they go to different defenses to protect themselves. And I was saying that ain't gonna do nothing but hurt you in the long run, because you get lost and you don't know who you are anymore, because you're running from those emotions. And Kenya was saying the real you, like that inner you that you're protecting, that's completely broken, never heals. And I feel like it's true.
God, dog, because it's such a heavy, what I'm saying? It's almost like it feels offensive for you to say that to me. But it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how because it's so real. You know what I'm saying? And then like I say, for me, I always talk like you can get better, you can heal, that's how I talk. That's just what I do. And I've even heard that from other people that you don't heal. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about. You can do it. But when I'm looking at it, who is healed? Like, again, I know people who have healed from situations, from even a child death.
Right. But have
Um,
you really healed though?
but right, that's what I'm saying. But because have you healed from every? Because that affected a bunch of other stuff, and then other stuff you're not healed from. But because that's in conjunction with your child's death, are you truly healed? This is humongous for me. I just want you to know I'm going to be on this, Kenya. Oh, the other Kenya's on here. Says healing comes with a level of acceptance that no longer responds in uncontrolled emotion. So that's kind of what I'm saying. When you can control yourself, and not just about the situation, just control your emotions. You know, where you're not getting overly mad or overly jealous or overly vindictive or overly anything. You're overall even killed when stuff comes up. I know people who are great until something comes up. And then when something come up, they can't function no more. They cannot.
Oh, and I said, like, y'all can only take a shot glass worth of life at a time.
Man, but you ain't wrong.
Like, what is like? It's so much that goes on in one life, and you only can take a shot glass at a time. If you don't give me a mason jar, because this is what my path has led me to fill up this mason jar, pour it out wherever I can, and continue on to refill it. But some people just lose it. I just dropped a dipper of water on you, and
you can't take it.
I don't mean to laugh, but it's like, I mean to laugh.
Facts, because it's laugh worthy. What you say, girl? This is something I received from the therapist regarding coping. Mechanisms are the strategies people often use in the face of stress or trauma to help manage painful and difficult emotions. Coping mechanisms can help people adjust to stressful events with helping them maintain their emotional well-being. That sounds about like what I said, though, huh? Your therapist is smarter than me.
You're so funny. So, something that I learned while I was studying for my life coaching is a lot of times individuals have things that they want to say, but they can't say it because they're always deep in their head. They want to say the right thing. They want to make sense out of their emotions. So a coping mechanism that I learned was patting your chest. Because typically when you pat your chest, you're going to focus on that pat. It's going to calm you down, and it's going to take you out of your head. And then you're going to just speak. I always tell them to close your eyes and pat your chest. I do that during grief. I just, whatever. When I feel like that person is choked up on their words, I always say, all right, get out of your head, close your eyes, and pat your chest. And initially they'd be like, what? Like, what are you talking about? But once you do it for so long and you really feel comforted by that pat, look at that. You figure out that is a really good mechanism to help you just verbalize your emotions. I still use it to this day on myself because sometimes she turns up and she wants.
I'm sitting there smiling because I'm picturing a moment when I noticed you was patting yourself.
Well, honey,
I never knew that was why. There's a moment in my mind when you was patting yourself. I didn't know that's what you was doing.
A lot of times I do it to stop me from saying things I shouldn't say.
Listen, that's the time I knew. I'm telling you. I think you know where I'm at now.
I use it to stop myself from saying things like when I get angry, that's how I calm myself down. So we are always evolving. Things are always changing. Nothing remains the same. And losing someone you love, I'm sure they don't want us to hold on to the pain.
Sure. I would want y'all to keep crying for me. I don't know what y'all. What? I'm gonna be so petty. Let me have a way to come back a little bit to hunt something. Let me have it. I'm gonna show you. You better keep thinking about me. I agree, Kenya. Some people just ain't been through enough.
Oh my word! You're so stupid. Oh, Nikki, I have so much to say about everything you all are speaking about.
really do appreciate this conversation. I needed it because I don't talk to folks about stuff like this, which 98% of the other people on here don't either, girl.
And I'm gonna tell you what I tell them in a minute.
I normally keep deep emotions to myself, so you all are really helping me. That's enough. We can get off. I mean, I don't want to, but
so Nikki,
the job is done.
This is what I tell individuals that say what you say. This is what Crucial Convos is for. No one can come and tell your story better than you can tell your story. So if you come to Crucial Convos, you can lay your burdens down and not have to worry about being judged. Nobody's speaking on you. You going to somebody telling them their business and they coming to here and they, no. This is what Crucial Convos platform is for. Those who don't like to talk, don't know how to talk, scared to talk because they've been stabbed in the back so many times for whatever. So you just make sure you following us. So when we go live every Tuesday, you get the notification as well as all y'all, okay?
Everybody, share it and share it again. Hit like on this, make sure everybody sees it. Don't keep stuff bottled up. That's the hardest thing, Denise, for a lot of people. There's a lot. So, like, I know Nikki. She's a very, 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 very smart chick. And for her to even say that she keeps all the deep stuff inside in front of folks, that's pretty big. You know what I'm saying? And
Mama got trust issues.
Who don't? If you think about it, like real talk, which is another reason why I'm saying, do we really heal? Because everybody has trust issues.
But y'all got to realize everybody needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. You as a person can only hold on and maintain so much. God didn't create us to take on absolutely everything that we've been through and carry it with us forever. That's right. I don't think that was the plan.
He said it wasn't.
Like,
he said we supposed to think on the cute stuff. Whatsoever is lovely, whatsoever is pure, you know, if it being in reproach, all that nice cute stuff. Think on these things. He said, give everything else to me. My shoulder's big. I got it.
Because we wasn't built to handle it.
You're not. You're going to go crazy. You're going to be on anxiety meds. You're going to battle with depression. You're going to have asthma. Hair going to fall.
Anxiety. Alopecia.
Don't slap me. Don't send E to come slap me.
That's another inside joke. Sorry, y'all. Sorry.
Wow, man. Anyway. All right, she says, yeah. So I have my reasons. I try not to, though. These trust issues run deep. That's real.
We know.
It's big that I said that I know. However, I'm desperate for my healing. That's real, girl. And now I'm going to shut up. Shutting up is good. Listen, there's a spot for it. I promise you. We get so, like, it's almost, it's offensive to be told to be quiet or not right now or stop talking or whatever. If you think about it, there's not even a good way to tell somebody to shut up that they won't be offended.
That you know, receive it.
Not right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, everything will be like, it's automatic, you know? Because we always want to, and because I really believe this too, we always want to explain ourselves. We believe that our explanation means way more than it absolutely does. You're right, Denise.
You are so right.
This is the alopecia. That's why I love her, man. Listen, Denise all right with me. But we always want to explain ourselves. We always want to explain ourselves. If you think about it, think about anything where somebody accused you of something. True or false? Let's say it was false. You can't be like, no, that wasn't me. You're going to be like, no, because of this, because of this, because of this. Or you're going to say, yes, I did it, but because of this, because of this, because of this. It's never like, yes, I did it, I'm sorry.
Right.
Think about how hard just those words are for people to even read if it's on the little closed caption or on the TV.
Right.
It's hard to say those words. That was me, I did it, I'm sorry. For me, the explanation will come. It's just not always in the moment. I don't care about your grandma dying. You just ran over my son. Or whatever the thing is, the explanation for it doesn't matter like you think it does, man. It just doesn't. And then, too, you can't explain it to everybody.
Right.
You know, just own your stuff. I did that. I didn't do that. Or I said it wrong. I did that. That was me. I'm sorry. Can you forgive me? That'll fix so much of all of our issues. Everybody on this thing, whatever it is you're going through, a genuine, I did that, I'm sorry, would fix so much of our issues. It'll fix the trust. It'll fix your mama issues, your daddy issues, your grandma issues, your first baby daddy, your third baby daddy, nigga who you wanted to be but it wasn't.
All right.
All of it. You know what I'm saying? All of it though. It fixes it all. A good heartfelt apology would do it, but we can't do it because we want to explain so much. We want to talk. We keep talking and keep talking and keep talking, and we just mess up too much, man. If we can just shut our mouths, apologize, all that stuff. Maybe we could heal. Where can you go? She ain't leave, did she? How about that? Well, how do you think it'll be if we genuinely apologize? Think we could heal fully? I would say yeah, because I feel like that's what we secretly all want, is to be heard, and then for you to try to fix the stuff that whoever did wrong to you.
I don't know. I think a lot of people want to be right.
Dang, that's true too, though.
Like when me and husband get into it, I always tell him I could care less about being right. I need you to hear me so we don't go through this again. Like if people because I want to know, what does being right get you? It don't get you no $1 million contract. It don't get you no bigger booty. It does nothing productive to your life.
It just strokes your ego.
It strokes your ego. And again, what does that gonna get you?
Nothing.
What be important to some people just be real dumb to me.
Yeah. What we can do is, yeah. All right.
Are you just kidding, though?
Shit. Oh no, she might be both.
Are you though? I don't care about
that. That's real.
That's it. Like I can I guess for me, I've gone through so much and knowing I was right and it still didn't matter. So it's like at this point, I could care less about being right. I need you to hear what it is that I'm saying so I don't set this mug ablaze.
Right, because it's happening.
For real.
Well, if you keep talking because you feel like you're just being heard, let's listen to, because it's such a difference. I don't think continually talking helps anything. Personally, I don't think over talking or explaining. Because, even if somebody steps on your toe, you don't want to hear, my auntie bought the wrong size shoe, but I had to go get here on time because couldn't go stop it. Nobody cares about that. You stepped on my foot. I need the apology for that. That needs to be rectified. You know what I'm saying? Immediately. It just doesn't have the effect that we want it to have. It doesn't. So continually trying to give it is pointless. You're only making the other person mad. Wait for it. Just wait a second. There will be a time for it, Absolutely will be a time for it. Just not in the moment.
And that time might be a couple days later.
Yeah.
When both of y'all calm down and you can organize your thoughts and he actually want to entertain the conversation, because he know he messed up, or you messed up, and neither one of y'all want to face it so it all comes with maturity, in my opinion. For real, because when you go through that with somebody that you really love, when that's sitting in your spirit, it shouldn't feel comfortable.
Facts.
It should be so uncomfortable that you can't you should feel like you got itching powder on.
All right.
It should be awful. But
no, I remember one time specifically, I was married. I was on, so I don't know. I was kind of wilding a little bit. I was in the doghouse. I wasn't wilding, but cheating nothing. But I was in the doghouse. I was like, "You right? That was stupid." right? So I'm in the doghouse, doing all the things, buying the flowers, and doing all the stuff you're supposed to do when you're in the doghouse. Then she finally asked, she was like, "So, how did this work when it never has before? How did this happen, basically? Now you're giving me my opportunity to explain." But had I told her this stuff that I told her in that moment, it would have pissed her off more. Because it doesn't matter. As logical as it was, as right, sound and sane as it was, it wouldn't have mattered right there. But a couple days later, when she asked, and I told her, she felt the way. She felt bad for her part. I'm like, nah, this is me. You know what I'm saying? But at least she heard me because because I let her be mad. That's, what I'm saying? Like, if you do something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I step on your foot, you should be mad. I got to give you the space. Come on. It's going to hurt. And your shoe going to be messed up. You know what I'm saying? You can be upset.
Right.
But if you get mad, I'm like, nigga, you know I ain't trying.
Right.
Now we got to shoot each other. You know what I'm saying? When I just need to humble myself. Like, no, I step on your foot. You mad.
Right.
And maybe you don't cool off as fast as I would have. You still mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve your response to that, We don't do that no more because we always want to, I ain't trying to do that. Come on. I know how much you pay for them shit. I wouldn't do it. Shut up, Shut your goat mouth.
But I think that's the issue. Like,
well,
my question is, why is it so hard to be held accountable?
Ooh-wee.
That's my question.
Let's wait a couple weeks on that one. Let's write that down.
Scoot.
Ooh. Because I'm going to do some real research on. You know me.
I already know.
All right.
Already know.
My God. Because that's huge. Because that's the thing, man. Nobody wants to be held accountable.
No.
Not a one person. Myself included. Nobody wants to be the bad guy. Oh, right. Then, yeah. Sympathy should be shown. That's right, Kenya. About like if something happens, if you do something stupid or whatever. Yeah. Whew. Listen, this our first one has helped me more than I feel like I've done any help. Maybe this man's gummy bear name.
Kenya said, because then the person is saying I'm guilty, and people don't want to be held accountable.
That's the thing. All right, that's good. Hell wrong.
That's so funny. That's so funny. But see, I'm the complete opposite, because if you don't hold me accountable, I don't really want to be around you.
I need that myself.
Wait, you told me to wait. I'm sorry. Okay, well, wait. My bad.
What? But no, we at the end. I mean, you're fine. You're fine. I want you to say it to me. I really do.
Right.
I don't like it, but I definitely want you to say something, because if I don't know I'm doing something to hurt you, I need a drink. Nikki, bring me some of that. What you got? Bring me that over here, because.
Like, if you lay yourself down under my feet and expect me not to walk over you, why you get down there? I'm sure it was more comfortable in a recliner. But you decided to get over.
You sure would think.
Boots were made for walking.
Hey.
And that's just what I'll do.
Hey. Boots are gonna walk all over. Accountability is for the emotionally mature. All right. So this podcast is supposed to work. Because me and Kamisha's supposed to have all the good stuff to say. Not you, nigga. Nikisha said accountability is for the emotionally mature. To be selfless when we are naturally selfish.
And a lot of people have an issue with being selfless. A lot of people are naturally selfish.
And everybody who I knew who was selfish, like mean selfish when they were little, are selfish now that they grown. I don't know nobody who done got over it. Do you?
Selfishness? No, it gets
Yeah.
worse.
I don't know it. I ain't never seen it.
It gets worse. Nigga said, I'm different though. I hold myself accountable before someone else does. I'll most likely be way more hurt than I hurt you than the person that I hurt.
But I gotta tell you that you hurt me. Because you got a sharp tongue. And if you could say something that you would think is perfectly fine. So you can't hold yourself accountable to that. But you don't know it bothered me.
That's a defense mechanism, in my opinion.
Was the be a sharp tongue?
Because she said, I'll most likely be way more hurt that I hurt you than the person that I hurt.
Then, like, yeah, so she's saying she would feel better,
worse
for hurting me,
right?
Than I feel because she hurt me,
right?
Yeah. How do you see that as
a defense mechanism?
Yeah.
Because if your tongue is sharp, like if that's the way you go around, but that's how you truly feel, the way that you project is a defense mechanism, so individuals can't get that close to hurt you.
Right. Okay. Okay? But you weren't talking about the. Yes, I see. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yep.
So it's like she do that to ward individuals off, in my opinion. Like, that I can go,
Yeah.
But once she snap on you, she'd be like, I really didn't mean to go all the way there. Like, I just kind of meant to go there.
Yeah.
My bad, girl. My bad,
girl. I ain't got a sharp iron. Everybody ain't iron though, man.
No.
People got some metallic dust.
Some stainless steel.
Some sterling silver to 325. What the numbers? Remember the numbers on the back of the necklace? That's 9. So I don't know. We got a couple other things in us, man, but that's true because you really gotta be on it to be able to take it. But like somebody said earlier, man, it's extremely hard to even get there to the place of hearing somebody who can tell you that you're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like if you on a roll that day, whatever, in the day, and you go there, who can tell you to chill out, and then you don't give them the same thing you've been giving everybody else?
You asking me?
No, I'm just saying for us as people.
You have someone?
Yeah, but I don't talk to him as much as I used to. My brother, Ronnie, I have a couple actually, but my brother's number one. Absolutely, gets me together. Gets me right together. Got me together last week, actually.
I got a couple,
yeah.
But I
like by and large, who? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really have those. We don't keep those people around for the most part because
they gonna check you.
We see that as hating, like you always got something to say, type of thing. I'm like, well, because you always doing some stupid stuff. I don't know what to tell you here. Yeah, it's a mess.
When in today's time, everything is so acceptable, it's hard to say I was wrong and take account for it by accepting the person that you hurt feelings. I believe more people would take accountability if they knew the outcome would be everything. The outcome could be everything, will be bunnies and rainbows afterwards.
Okay, I believe more people would take accountability if they knew the outcome would be bunnies and rainbows afterwards.
Well, she put would be twice.
She did.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's hard, man. Because we don't want to be seen as wrong because we don't want nobody to say nothing to us. So even though I was saying this the other night, I feel like a big issue of ours as people, because all of this really still ties into the subject. It's just like a backhanded way we kind of deviated from it. But the problem with the people who don't know how to shut up is them not truly understanding the respect for authority. I think it just trickles over to everybody, but I believe it started either at home or at school when you was little. You know what I'm saying? When you or at church or whatever, and you're around people, you just like, I ain't doing that. You know, always that's your mindset. Like, what gave the devil his mindset up in heaven? He was like, oh, I could do that. Why they praising him? You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff is just in us, in some people, you know. And so I feel like what happens is we don't really respect authority. We feel like, you know, that man put his pants on like if you're a cop, you put your pants on like I do. I've told a cop, take your badge off, nigga, I'll give you all you need. Right? What the problem is he is a regular man like me. But the position he holds isn't. And that's what needs the respect. That's what's due the honor. His authority over me. Because regardless of what can be said, he can kill me legally and get paid days off until the trial.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we think about it, just being straight up, it's the authority. I hated the cops too until I moved to Frisco. You know, just to be real, and then I kind of eased down. But they still can do what they do. I ain't got no delusions, but I've definitely eased up a lot. But it's because of that. I didn't have no respect for authority. I felt like, nigga, who you talking to?
Right.
You know, before the Lord has changed my mouth a lot, at least in public.
Did you say a lot?
In public.
Just hit me with that stuff. Just saying. I was just wondering if you said that he. Wondering.
I am done. I was not even expecting that. Play it again. That must sounded good on these speakers. I don't know what you're talking about.
Nigga said sometimes I don't even know I'm being sharp at the mouth until you bring it to my attention. Because I could have subconsciously made that my defense mechanism. You had better read me. I ain't trying to read you, mama.
Yeah, that's what we do, man. You know, you're gonna get attention, naturally, Nikki. You know that, just your stature, how you carry yourself as a woman. It's automatic. I don't know how you grew up, but of course I can see that absolutely being there. I can definitely see you and your sister, being like, hold on. And y'all will, I believe y'all will fight, maybe not now, but y'all would have fought, growing up. You ain't even let nobody mess with you, your sister, I know. So, yeah, man. Dang.
Behavior oh, my bad.
You fine, go ahead.
Behavior that isn't corrected as a child will definitely lead to a bigger issue as an adult. Selfishness as a kid can create narcissists. Woo, chat.
I have to study that because I don't know about narcissists enough.
Just I know. Not being held accountable.
But all I know about narcissists is this: every black girl's ex-boyfriend was one.
Because they don't know the definition.
Every.
Probably they was though.
This is what I know. Every black girl's ex was a narcissist. I don't know much about them, but I do know that narcissism is the transvestite of the mental health community. That's what I've been saying for about a year or two.
Yeah.
That's a real condition. It really is. It just don't, because we're victims of it. We don't really look at it like that. That's a real condition. Okay, put it back up. I'm sorry. Okay. Remember how you know I'm on my sharp? Glad in my DM so I can give you some receipts because I ain't never been sharp with you. Not with me. I'm not. Come on, no. That's just okay. Was I wrong? How about that? Answer that part. Anyway, all right. Not every one of them. No, not every single ex.
He said at
But
least
every black girl has an ex that's a narcissist. That's what I'm saying. Every one of y'all.
I married mine, so
Ha!
I don't know.
Ha!
I'm married to mine, so I just go with the flow of the river.
All right, that works.
I mean, I think everyone has a little bit of narcissism within them.
Man.
To be perfectly honest with you, I think some just has a little bit more than others.
Yeah, I can see that.
But you always make the statement, you ain't as good as you think you are. That's breaking a narcissist down, in my opinion. Like that's the kryptonite to Superman.
Oh, because people really can't. They don't want to hear that
at all.
Boy, listen. People will know it's the truth, but you can't say it. Don't you say that to me?
Just like Denise said. I don't say I'm sorry. I tell them you shouldn't have made me react like that.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Narcissistic behavior.
So that stuff.
I'm
there's
calling the spade, not saying that you that spade, but you know.
No, I know.
I'm just speaking.
She knows. Denise knows what it is. She's really
the
cool.
only one who says that. It's a lot of people in the world, like honestly, that has that. Like I don't like saying I'm sorry. If I have to, I'm not above it. But I typically try not to do things to cause me to have to say I'm sorry. I will bite my tongue while Mr. Reynolds is talking so much trash, and at the end of the day, while he's saying I'm sorry, I'm looking at him like, because you shouldn't have said all that trash. But I'm sitting pretty because I bit my tongue. I picked my battle, as I was told, you know?
Amen. Hallelujah.
But I'm just like,
what to say, Nikki? No, you ain't wrong, fam. My tongue is sharp and pencil. It is sharp and pencil. I'm working on it. I believe it. Listen, the older we get anyway, we won't be as bad as we were just because we're getting older. And it takes too much energy to do all of those stuff.
Oh, you ain't as angry either.
Huh?
You ain't as angry as you was going through the turmoil and
right. Yeah. Exactly. You definitely smoothed out by the hopefully, you know. So yeah, man, everybody's a process, and if you lying about it, if you saying you ain't good, but that's why it bothers people when I say stuff like you're not as good as you think you are, because they really be thinking that they know it's true though. Swear to God, I would bet my life that they really know, but they've spent so much energy putting the front out that they are, you know, and then most people, if they believe it or not, they act like they do. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need the self-image. We need the self-image to be on 100. You know, so it's extremely hard to bust somebody's bubble. And I normally, I probably about 90% of the time say we when I'm talking like this. That puts me in the same boat. You know what I mean? It's just a reality of life, man. It's hard out here. Then you don't want nobody to tell you nothing. Then you got your girl who you with is only talking about bills, what you didn't do. You left the clothes on the floor again. She didn't want to give you nothing. The kid, this, that. Then you got Bonquisha over here that's just like, oh my God, look at that hat you got on. Like, this whole thing. I'm just saying, definitely not making it right. You know what I'm saying? But just realistically, like it's tough out here. Narcissism just became a thing in our community over the past 5 years, so that's why you feel as if no. I guarantee you. I mean, that may be true about the just becoming popular. I'm saying I've heard a lot of women say that. I'm sure it's not every single person, you know, obviously, but. Man,
a lot.
They you know, narcissists. Like it may be true. They may be narcissism, or the both of them could. You know, I just know that's what it is. I don't know much about it. I think I read up on it. Somebody asked me, has anybody ever said I was a narcissist? I was like, no, nobody ever said that. So I was looking it up a little bit too, because I've heard it. I kind of have an overall idea, but I'm looking up stuff. I'm going to always look up something. I was like, dang, like, so this is a real disorder. Like I'm like probably how they think. Like you're doing this to me, like this is only to me. Like this is how you respond to me, when that's just how they respond.
I feel like narcissism is the real life Price is Right.
Price is Right. How so?
Like it's like what I went through in life. I'm going to continuously spin this wheel and make you pay for it. The older I get, everybody knew that I meet. I'm gonna make you pay for it and make you pay for it, make you pay for it. Like it's just a continuous game in their mind, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because now I've lured somebody else in that's now a victim to my bullshit. So now he got 4 or 5 different spots that he got stacked up because everybody feeling bad for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he done dug him out like he in love with him the very first time. Now she sprung. Now she wants to save him. You know? Like that definitely women need to learn how to smash out without getting feelings.
All right. You're gonna be us.
I'd rather be you than smashing windows out somebody's car.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't want to be no dude. I don't know. So I feel like you're still talking like narcissists have a choice in how they act, because that's how it feels. It feels personal. I feel like they're doing it to me on purpose. I'm saying narcissism, the definition of the truth, is a real disorder. It's like bipolar, like something just happens and they snap into it, type of thing. Like it's a real thing, and it's not just like they're being selfish on purpose or because they don't care. There's a real imbalance and stuff. There's some real stuff going on. That's why I say it's the tranny of it, of the mental issues, because it gets no look. It doesn't even get a double take. It's just up. He's a narcissist. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's mean. He's manipulative. Blah 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 blah. Whoopty whoopty woo. He can't see anything he's done wrong.
So it sounds like what y'all saying, or what you're saying, is not every female, but the majority of females place a POS type guy in the narcissism category.
That's what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
That's really what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
I don't think everybody has been. I'm just giving y'all the argument because I don't want to argue. But I don't think it's everybody. I think there's a lot of guys who use POS.
Gotcha.
But they get thrown in there. You know what I'm saying? A lot. It's easier than to have to sit and deal with. Maybe you did something to push them there. That's not a part of our healing process. Self-exploration is not a healthy enough part of our healing process, and it should be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what role did you play? I asked the girl that this dude hit her. I was like, what you do? Right? Oh, she might as well have stole on me. I said, why you hit that nigga like that? He the one that actually hit you, baby. And I said it purposely to her because we have that kind of relationship where I can really just say it. I meant it, but I wasn't being a jerk for real. She knew where it was coming from. But I was like, something led to it, right? Because this is his first time hitting me. Y'all been together almost 6 years. Something happened. You know what I'm saying? Like there's more to it than, oh, he just hit me. But the self-exploration part is something she hadn't done that part, because usually after somebody gets hit, the hit takes over whatever it was before that. You hit me, that's it. I don't want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, but self-exploration would definitely get you to a better place of healing. Can you get off here? Because God dog, she is just towed me up for the night with that.
I mean, but she is definitely a survivor of a lot, and for her to continue to get up and smile every day, and just go, like she is a true inspiration, because she's had a lot of healing to do. So for her to say that the real you never heal, I feel like she's speaking from experience.
Yeah. Yeah. She clearly done learned something. She's still around.
No.
I know a little bit about you, amen, hallelujah.
All that. Just
Let's finish up a few more of these comments. If you
all
could.
right.
I get lost. Nikki, I think folks are just now finding out the professional term narcissist for actions we never had a name for, but have always seen. I think that's probably true. I do think that a lot of POS guys and girls that the symptoms are similar. Which is why so many probably go straight to, oh, he's narcissist.
Hmm.
I think narcissism is used more because mental health awareness is talked about more now. I don't think we knew about it neither until a couple years ago, like Shay was saying. Not to be using it like this. Trust me, there are women that will smash.
Oh, I know.
Amen. No, I know she was. Yeah, they're
Not
out there.
enough.
All right,
Sorry. My bad.
all right.
I mean,
I know.
females just do things that I can never ever fathom myself doing. Like,
But that's gonna put so what I don't think there's no fix, man. I would argue that more men need to just get in younger men's lives.
I mean, I agree with that 100.
That's what I really feel like, because I don't think y'all trying to quote unquote match energies. That's gonna push y'all further away from the stuff that y'all really really want.
Well, it's impossible for a mature individual to match energy with an immature individual. You feel what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, for you to allow an immature person to pull you off of your mature podium, you really wasn't mature.
No, some stuff can take you there though. If you're not quick enough to get out of it. If you're close to that person, man, you can get sucked in. It's like cheating. You can get sucked in.
Well, I must really been doing my work because I done good this past week.
Amen.
He is working on me like
Listen.
another.
See, everybody's growing here, guys.
Just y'all gotta understand what this week has been. Y'all don't get it.
Oh my God.
But I'm holding firm.
You are. You doing your thing, girl. We be having fun over it.
That's all we be doing.
You know what I just learned? Can I have a whole moment?
Of course.
That the comments are on the comment side.
You asked for a moment. I'm not gonna judge. You asked for a moment.
Cause I've been looking.
You asked for the moment.
Parents, I don't need this kind of disrespect, okay?
Right.
I'm on the private chat. I'm on the private chat side, and then I had to until I could talk. We finna hang up on you. You ain't getting no chance, man. All right, my bad. Blew all of that, y'all. Sorry. Hercules.
Yeah, I just like, I'm so proud of you, brother.
Oh man. Well, you know.
We did it.
We did. I'm excited.
I'm doing the running man, y'all. Y'all just don't see it. I know, right? I got happy tears too. Like, for real, for real.
All right, I'm not gonna cry.
You ain't hard.
I ain't. I will cry.
I know.
Oh, okay. No, we don't know.
You ain't hard. Homie ain't hard.
Soft as tissue.
Those that's been rocking with us for the last 5.5, 6 months. Like, we tell y'all all the time that we appreciate y'all beyond words. For y'all to come with us where we are right now. Like that's priceless on a whole nother level. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for rocking with us on this episode of Crucial Convos. I am your girl, F.L.O.R.
This is I, Henry.
And we definitely hope that you guys come back.
Come back. Come back. Smokey. Come back.
Every single week because this is what it's going to be. Y'all got suggestions?
Yes, and please follow
The
female mentality so we can do this on a regular basis.
And y'all don't miss it.
So that y'all don't miss it. I don't want to, because I'll be getting stuff. You ain't jealous. I can't tell every single person I know now.
Not every person.
Oh, thank you, Nikki. She says you all are amazing people. I'll be back next Tuesday unless I'm out on a date with Emery. Wow.
Hey. I like it.
How do I get the notifications that y'all are on? You just gotta like and subscribe. I think we already friends on there. You may see. I don't know how it works like that.
So you follow the female mentality, and then it's a button that you hit up in the upper right corner. If I'm
not the little bell.
And then the bell will let you know once we go live.
You know, Nikki, you shouldn't be starting this type of trouble like this on Bob Doe's internet.
Not Bob Doe. What? You'd have been better off saying Dan Quayle.
They stole it. Who's that stole it from? Bob Dole or Dan Quayle? They got stolen at the election. Was that Dan Quayle? Who went up against? Okay, never mind. That's not. You know my mind. You know.
And you definitely. Yep, you doing that. You going.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Next week, y'all.
Hey, but share this thing though. Put this on your timeline. Straight up.
Please share it. Suggest it to your friends, to your family. Like, just let them know. Like, we ain't on no BS. We really about things that go on in life.
She said, "This is Beyonce's internet." Well, listen, this has been brought to you by CB. What?
Oh, you was a whole idiot, yo.
Okay, I think I did good. I feel like I did good.
I agree. Because I saw your face. All right, y'all. Thank y'all.
Love y'all so much. Where the music at? Let y'all dance on out. Now listen to the track too. The Little Emery made this. Love y'all. Till next week.
Make sure y'all here.
Hey.